Yo, it's your guy Ben Duren, the illest film reviewer and fan in the galaxy, back again. And today I'm continuing with the DC Marathon review with Wonder Woman. Honestly, this is the first. Actually, no, because I was excited about Man of Steel. As y'all know, I loved Man of Steel. Like Batman versus Superman. I hated it when it first came out. I like it now. Suicide Squad, trash, but I enjoyed it more, especially the extended version. But Wonder Woman is a film I like Man of Steel that I thoroughly enjoyed. And if it wasn't for the third act, I probably would like it more than Man of Steel. But the third act, it doesn't ruin the film, but it's like, come on, you guys could have did better. Like, because to me, it's not the fact that it's the big fight at the end of the like. Look, it's a superhero film. Like, if that's what it's going to be. But it's the fact that it could have been done better, and it was so like heavy-handed. Whereas Man of Steel was literally a battle of ideology between Zod and Kal-El, and to me, it was like they had that battle of ideology. But well, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Let me work my way through the film, but I'll say off the rip, I was excited about Patty Jenkins directing, from her work on Monster and just going, she hadn't directed in a while. So for her to take on a film that big was epic, man. Like I was ready for it. And I remember she was supposed to direct Thor the Dark World, but so whatever, like it's come out recently that basically she left because she was like, I can't do nothing with this script. Like she said the script was so bad she had to leave. So but it was, I was excited to see her come back and direct after a while of being gone. And I'll be real, I was one of those detractors of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I was not excited for her because I felt they could have picked somebody that looked more the part, which was stupid in my mind looking at that woman now, like how she got in shape for the role. Oh my God, Gal that and Robert Pattinson take notes. but but also how she grew as an actress within the role, like because that was the main reason why I didn't think she was a good actress given her previous work, whether it was Fast and Furious. I forgot what film it was. I think it was like a spy film or something that she was in, and she was trashing that. She had a couple other roles where she had to be dramatic, and she was just trash in my opinion. But man, she really grew as an actress, and I credit that to Patty Jenkins, but I also credit that to Chris Pine as well. In some ways, he carried some of the load in the film, whereas even though she was the lead in the film, obviously it's called Wonder Woman, she was the lead. Chris Pine kind of helped her along the way. Like he was really good in the film, and you can't talk about this film without talking about obviously feminism. And to some of us fan base, to some of the fan base that can come off as annoying, which I understand. It comes off as annoying for me too with shows like Supergirl, but this is the most seamless like dive into feminism there is, because you can't do Wonder Woman without touching on that feminist aspect. And they did a very good job of maintaining balance. Like it wasn't heavy handed ever. Like literally, it's an island that's full of women that's actually from Greek mythology. So it's like there's no way you could tell this story without injecting feminism into it. And because of the current social climate we live in, it's not like they're just not going to put it in there because they like the virtue signal. But this film didn't do that at all. It gave Chris Pine a lot to do. There was times where he had to save her. There was times where she had to save him, but they didn't make a big deal out of it. And honestly, they made jokes in the movie I never thought that they would do, especially with a woman directing. But that's because Patty Jenkins understands like how to put it across as a woman. She understands how to put it across without it coming over heavy handed. Like she understands both sides, like the kind of the male psychology and the female psychology, I guess, when it comes to directing. Like just the scene where he's like getting out the bathtub butt naked and you see her looking at his, his, what. And she was like, "What is that?" He was like, "Oh, it's a watch." Like just comedy like that, like made jokes in there. I didn't think they would. Oh, and then when they was talking about like the pleasures of the flesh and like I was like, whoa. But then it was like, you felt the sexual tension between them, like Diana, like seeing a man for the first time. Like obviously, like they didn't touch on it because kids had to see the movie, but she lives on an island full of women. She's a beautiful young lady. There's other beautiful young ladies on the island. So I'll let your mind go to, how she experienced her pleasures of the flesh. But this film was just, it was unlike Captain Marvel, where they just had to constantly beat you over the head with it, or another DC property like Birds of Prey. I didn't see it yet, but just off of the promotional material. But also I would say Supergirl as well. That's what made me fall off of Supergirl, because they just kept going so heavy handed with the feminism, and it was like girl power this, girl power that. Then it was like immigrants, and they started injecting certain political themes in there of the current political climate, but was putting it forward in a very one-sided manner, a very biased manner. But this film didn't do that at all. So I just wanted to go ahead and get that out the way. Talk about that first. But honestly, it's just the story was good. The story was solid. The dialogue was good. This was like very much like a Marvel movie, but it was more so Wonder Woman. It was seeing the heart that she like puts out there. You feel me? Like just the scene when she's on the battlefield. That's the scene everybody talks about. But man, it was like, oh God, you wish she was real, man. With everything going on in the world now, you wish she was real now more than ever. But it was like Superman is, she literally is that female side of the coin of Superman, where Superman is, that's he's the male version, but she's literally the female version. But to me, he's more of the ideology and the thought. Wonder Woman is more of the heart. You feel me? And it was like you felt that, like, especially when she's like running around talking about, once I kill Ares, everybody's minds will be free. She was kind of like a religious nut or fanatic. I felt like that's how they played it, because she was like, once Jesus comes back, everything will be fine. That's what it sounded like. Like, not to make fun of anybody who's Christian. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just making a correlation between what it sounds like. But it was like when she had to come to the realization that maybe this is just what people are. And I believe that's what Chris Pine really, I think that's literally what he said in the film, like his character, what Steve said. But it was like, man, and that's why I got not mad, but frustrated with the ending of the film, because they could have gone like much deeper into it in a better way than they did, other than just having them fight and, oh, look at this evil human, crush her. No, Ares, I will not crush her, because humans can be saved by love. It was like, okay, goodbye, brother, and all that. It was weird. But I even like how they infused Batman's character in here. He literally kicked the movie off for her. He sent her, the picture of her and Steve and everything. And then in the end, she's like, thank you for bringing him back to me. Like, that was good. It was dope. But man, like everything from the action was phenomenal. Everything from the Paradise Island fight, the mascara. They actually had a Easter egg to call it Paradise Island when he called it that in the village and everything. But I even liked his little oh my God, it's the Middle Eastern guy. He's in a lot of movies. I always forget his name. I'm so mad I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. But dog, his character was so funny. He's like, wait, there's an island full of women that look just like her and are more powerful. Where is it? When are we going? Like, dude, I loved him. And I love the British dude too, the sniper. Oh man, they all just dope characters that surrounding her. But that's what you do as a director. You find the strengths of your actress and you find the weaknesses of your actress. And it was like, to me, Patty Jenkins surrounded her with actors that helped elevate her weaknesses to the point where they became strengths. And that's what dope directors do. That's what somebody like James Gunn did with Dave Bautista. That's what, a lot of these directors do, man. They're just very talented. And Patty Jenkins is just out. She's another one, man. She should be directing the next Justice League movie, if you ask me. But she's running around saying, like, we're not going to get another one for a long time, which kind of blows, because it's like, it's the Justice League. Come on, man. Like, fix it. And everything's splintered. Ben Affleck's not Batman no more. Henry Cavill's a big question mark, which I don't know why. After The Witcher, I don't know why you don't get on your knees and dump money at him to come back and play Superman, because it's like, this dude, like, Henry Cavill's such a talented, slept-on actor. Like, I loved his work. I even loved him in that Matthew Vaughn film with Daredevil in it. I always forget. Hold up, I'm drawing a blank. I'm about to look that up right now, actually, because that was Stardust. Matthew Vaughn's film Stardust. That he was good in that. He had a little small role, but he's a very charismatic actor. He's actually a character actor. He's a very good character actor. I like them in Fallout with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise's dog, that fight scene in the bathroom. If you know, you know. Then obviously The Witcher, Man from Uncle. Like this, he's a very charismatic actor. He was supposed to be in Bryan Singer's Superman movie, which I'm glad he didn't do. And it kind of sucks Brandon Routh had to, but I love Brandon Routh on Legends, and he left. Um, but yeah, he was supposed to be Superman back in the day. He was supposed to be Bond before Daniel Craig. I believe it came down to him and Daniel Craig. So this dude is just a very solid actor. So it's like get him back, but. Yeah. But back to Wonder Woman. This movie is really good, man. Like I enjoyed it more watching it the second time. I accepted the third act. The third act, like I said, I had my issues with it. It was like I like how they showed Steve. I like that scene where he was like, it's not about deserve. Like when she was going through her little religious nut thing, like, oh, I can't help you because you humans are evil. And he was like, it's not about deserve, just do the right thing. Like, and he was like, I gotta go. Like, and he finally saw that Ares was real, like at the end of it. But just that last scene, it was this film, like it reminded me of a mix between the original Superman, the 1977 or whatever year it came out, that Superman, and Casablanca. It really reminded me of Casablanca a lot. Just the scene where at the end, she was kind of shell shocked, but she could still hear him, but they played it like she couldn't, so the audience didn't. And he was like, I love you, and left her with the watch and everything. That was just like so, it gave me that old pulpy, like noir romance and things like that. Like it was cool. It was dope. And I'm usually not one that goes for the romance in these superhero films, but they did it very well with them. It was like I said, it reminded me of Casablanca. But yeah, so I hope I covered everything. Ares was kind of trash in this film. Like I would have liked the reveal better if they would have never let him go full Ares. Like that's honestly, I would have wanted them to subvert our expectations for Ares and just like have him never turn into Ares and make him literally controlling people. Like that would have been dope more than what they did. But the fight was kind of dope. It had its moments, but it was nothing like that battlefield sequence where she's going through the warehouse and just kicking ass and taking names later. What is your job? Take names, kick ass, or kick ass. Take ass, kick names. That's what Mantis said in Infinity War. We take names, or I see I'm messing it up. I'm fudging it up again, but whatever. We shouldn't be talking about Marvel and DC anyway. It might upset the fanboys, but yeah. So I will give Wonder Woman a 8 out of 10. I give Wonder Woman an 8 out of 10. Very solid film. Yeah, and. Just what's coming up next is Justice League, which I like. I honestly like Justice League more than Suicide Squad, to be real with you. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah. So that's going to be the next film I review. That will be coming next Thursday. Not obviously not today, but next Thursday. I know I've been slacking on these things, man. Just being a college student, it's a lot of work. I'm trying, but yeah, no excuses. No excuses. But yeah, also what's coming up on the channel, I might be doing a Legends of Tomorrow review of the last 2 seasons because I've gotten caught up because I fell off of CW, but that's going to come. I might have a special guest with me as well, so just stay tuned for that. So yeah, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Emphasis on them comments. Hop in them comments. Go to the Filmmatic Facebook page. Continue the conversation off wax there. Talk to me, baby. All right. So yeah, as always, peace. Be easy.